How's it going, guys? Welcome to the East Blue Nation. Today we will be talking about the One Piece live action series, specifically One Piece live action season 2 theories from non-anime and manga viewers. You know how this goes. I asked some of my friends and family members questions for season 2. These individuals have never watched the anime or read the manga, so they have no idea what could happen in the future in One Piece. All they know and they are familiar with is the live action. So these theories are solely based off live action One Piece, and they get pretty crazy. Let's get right into it. One of my friends believes that Fishmen were created by the world government while they were trying to replicate devil fruit users. And I'm like, what do you mean? So what you're telling me is that in an attempt to replicate devil fruit users, the world government came up with some type of a chemical or something? And my friend was like, no, listen up. What they did was created fake devil fruits. I was stunned, all right? Like, I was pale. I got pale when he said this, but I didn't want to give off too much. I didn't want to show him that he was right or wrong, you know, so I was just like, okay, go on. He was like, yeah, so they create fake devil fruits. And I was like, how would they do that? He was like, I don't know, like in a lab or something, or they make a fake tree, whatever. The thing is that it's human nature for an institution like the world government to want to have power and recreate natural things that have powers. And so it's a natural instinct for the world government in this world to want to replicate those things for their gain. And I was like, okay, go on. He was like, yeah. So in an attempt to do it, they made them, but it didn't really replicate the powers like they thought it would. What it ended up doing was creating Fishmen. I was like, okay. I mean, why Fishmen? I don't know why, but something with the ocean. I mean, there's something in there. I don't know exactly what it is, but it has to do with the ocean, and they wanted to make a devil fruit user that, you know, the ocean doesn't affect it that much, but they ended up creating, you know, Fishmen. I was like, okay, I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, it's out there, but I'll take it. My cousin came up with a theory that's so insane that I got to talk about later on, but you guys know who he is. He comes out with the most insane theories ever. But first, let's talk about this other theory that my friend came up with. She said that she believes that the Straw Hats will run into bird people and that they will travel to the world of bird people, which will be above the clouds on giant trees like a nest world. And I was like, yo, what? And she was like, yeah, they probably have like a whole nest world, like a whole city on top of these branches. And I'm like, okay. But the branches are above the clouds, so that's why you can't see them from below. I'm like, okay, so above, like islands above the clouds. And she's like, yeah, well, more like cities. I was like, okay. So tree cities. She was like, yeah, like branch cities or something like that, but it's up high. And the reason why it's up there is because these people are bird people and they can fly. We probably will start to see some. And I'm like, why bird people? And she was like, yeah, why not? You know, you got fish people in this world. You probably have other people other than fish people. So bird people is the most logical thing. I was like, I can understand that. I was like, so what do you think about the fish people? She was like, well, they probably have their own world of their own and it's probably underwater. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go and travel to their world. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. But then she was like, but I don't know if they'll travel there because Luffy can't really travel underwater. So I don't know if he'll be able to even go. Maybe the crew goes by themselves. I was like, okay. But the bird people and up in the sky above the clouds, for sure they're going to do that. These trees have to be massive. I was like, really, really big. Why are these trees so big? She told me that she believes they're ancient. They've been around for way longer than people know. And they just started living up there and they don't mix with the world below, but they will eventually start to mix and we will see it. I found that to be very interesting because, you know, I just did. But then she goes on to say that even mole people might be introduced in One Piece. That's while we were talking. She started coming up with more ideas. She was like, wait a minute, even mole people who live underground. How about them? Because I feel like, why not cover every aspect of this world? Water, earth, and up in the sky, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm hearing you. It sounds good what you're saying. She's like, am I correct? And I was like, I won't confirm or deny anything you're saying because I don't want to kill the show for you. She's like, I'm right. I know I'm right. I was like, that's a good one. This next theory is so insane and it comes from my cousin and you guys know how he thinks. His mind is out there. It's really out there. But first, I want to talk about Tokyo Treats and Sakurako Box. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treats and Sakurako Box. Their mission is to invite everyone to experience Japan from the comfort of their own home, and that is exactly what they do, bringing to you some of the most amazing snacks from Japan. Tokyo Treats is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack subscription box filled with limited edition Kit Kats and specialty flavored Japanese chips, seasonal treats, and occasional Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan for a limited time, so you get to try it from the comfort of your home. This month's theme box for Tokyo Treats is actually Japan Snackfari. So it's like wordplay and it means like safari. And here's the booklet. Here's something cool that was inside of the booklet. They talked about powerful sidekicks, and one of the characters that made it was
Tony Chopper.
Our boy Tony Chopper made it into the booklet as one of the powerful sidekicks.
You already know.
This here is Kit Kat Salted Caramel. I've never even heard of that. We'll let you know how they taste. The wrapping is beautiful. Here we go.
Oh, the caramel is so good.
That's really good. That's the best Kit Kat I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
In my life.
Oh, God.
I'm a cheese fan, so I'm very happy. It's just 4 cheeses.
There's like no way to go wrong.
Ooh, it smells so cheesy.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Wow, it smells so great. Oh, wow. Right off the bat.
Oh, wow.
Strong cheese flavor.
That was great.
This right here is vegetable animal crackers. Sounds a little strange, but it actually has fruit in it. Let's try it out.
Yeah, good.
I like it a lot. The Sakurako Box is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local snack makers across Japan. Each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware, which, by the way, is one of the things that I find so interesting about this box. Every month I get something different, and I am always surprised to see what it is. The Sakurako theme for this month is Savoring Osaka, and this is the booklet that came with it. Every month you get some type of tableware, and I didn't know what it was at first, and I looked it up. It's called a Shikifukuyin Daruma Tenugi. It can be used as a towel, hand towel, or even decoration in your home. These are pretty big, by the way.
These are huge.
We're gonna split one first so we can see what it looks like. Oh.
Oh my god. It's so pillowy.
Wow. These strawberry cakes are amazing.
This is fantastic.
Strawberry cream cookie. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Like 2 cookies with strawberry cream inside. So guys, if you're interested in the Tokyo Treats box or the Sakurako box, make sure to check that out. I highly encourage you to get this, especially because if you like immersing yourself in Japanese culture like we do, and you like just reading and snacking and having fun the way we're doing right now. We do this every time they give us these boxes. We enjoy them and we have so much fun on camera and off camera because we really enjoy them a lot, and the articles are not bad. She reads all of them. She has a lot of fun with these things, so check that out, and I think it's the perfect way to go. But hold on, because you are part of the East Blue Nation, when you click on the links in the description section below and in the comment section as a pinned comment, make sure to use code word East Blue Nation to receive $5 off your first Tokyo Treats box through my link, or your first Sakurako box also through the link for that one. That way you get $5 off your first order. Alright, so my cousin came up with the most insane theory I've ever heard. This guy, he thinks really hard, but he's just, you know, letting it loose, letting his mind go wild. So I asked him about season 2 and what he may expect from season 2, and he said, I don't know about season 2, but I'll tell you one thing. Devil fruits come from an actual demon tree. And he paused there and he was looking at me. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, man, why wouldn't they come from an actual demon tree if they're called devil fruits? You know, I've been thinking about this for a while because I know that you're coming to me asking me these questions. So I'm trying to come up with ideas, and this is what I came up with. They come from demon trees. I was like, all right, so what about it? He's like, and those devil trees are located in hell. Hear me out, boy. I was like, okay, in hell. He's like, yeah, the Strawhat pirates, they're gonna have to go down to hell and they're gonna discover the origin of the devil fruit. I was like, that's really crazy. I mean, that sounds insane. And he's like, well, not really. From what you've told me, One Piece is pretty insane and unpredictable. And so my theories are gonna be like that. I believe that the Straw Hat Pirates are gonna run down to hell. Somehow they're gonna travel to hell. I don't know how they're gonna do it. And they're going to find a demon tree. This demon tree is going to be the one that's sprouting all these devil fruits. And there's a reason why. I was like, why? He's like, because the demons of this underworld, they want to return back to the planet. So what they do is they put their own soul and spirit and their whole power, their essence basically, inside of this demon tree, which then passes it over to devil fruits. And the power that you see there is the essence of the demon that wanted to be out of hell. I'm like, okay, elaborate. He's like, what I'm telling you is that whatever power the devil fruit has, that's most likely the power of the demon that wanted to leave. So it encompasses the power and the essence of that individual's power. That demon's power is in there. And so while this demon wants to escape, his soul is pretty much put inside of this devil fruit through the demon tree and transported up to the real world, where individuals like Straw Hat Luffy goes ahead and eats a devil fruit and becomes the demon that you see. So I'm like, okay, so everyone is a demon basically. He's like, they don't have to be. What I'm saying is that the soul of a demon is in there. And so what the user does with that power, that's up to them, you know. If you have the power of a demon, then you have the power of a god, right? You can be really good and do good things, and therefore you have the power of a demon, but really, you're a god because you behave like one, right? You're just powerful. I was looking at him, and he was just staring at me, you know, like happy with himself because his theories are pretty out there and pretty crazy. I was like, how do you think of this? You know that the people who listen to these episodes, they talk about you. They say that you're above and beyond the normal human. You know that? And he's like, no, you just told me right now. I was like, you know, that's crazy. I mean, if one day you watch One Piece, I'm pretty sure you're gonna crack it. I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that your theories are out there. And he looked at me, he said, dog, with that, you've told me everything. I know I'm right. And so then I was like, so what's gonna happen when they go to hell? He was like, well, at some point while they're in hell, they're gonna meet, you know, the main demon. I don't want to call him Satan because in this show, he may be called something else. You know, it could be a girl too. You never know. I was like, okay, so what will happen? Well, you know, that's gonna be the major battle. And at some point, I believe that this main villain, this main demon, let's call the demon like the Lord of the Underworld. That Lord of the Underworld is probably gonna, you know, take over and probably at some point is going to capture Luffy and try to put him to execution. And that's where the show will really take off, because the Straw Hat Pirates, they're gonna have to come together to put a plan together or something to save him. It's gonna be difficult, but they're probably gonna have some allies with them that will help them so that they can save Straw Hat Luffy. I think that that's gonna happen. I was like, dude, you're amazing. And you know, that's pretty crazy. That was his theory. What do you guys think about this? By the way, we have a playlist with all the One Piece live action theories from non-anime and manga viewers. You can check out that playlist so you can check out the rest of the videos that I've done with this topic. I've done quite a few. So with that being said, make sure to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the East Blue Nation, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.